The Critshow contains elements of horror, fantasy violence, and adult language. Content warnings can be found in the episode description.
To a haunted house again yesterday, and it was the same one we went to 2 years ago.
Did it result in the same thing?
Yeah, almost in the exact same spot too.
This intro is going to be hugely out of date, isn't it? Isn't this episode coming out in like mid-November?
November, something like that.
Oh, at least, yeah.
Yeah. Okay, but go on.
Okay, so in the past, yesterday, but more in the past for you listening, we went to a haunted house, and there's one that it's like a maze. It's like a junkyard. There's just like cars stacked on each other, and like that's what you're walking through, and like metal sheet like walls, and then they've got like heavy plastic sheet strips hanging from the ceiling, so you have to push through those to continue on. But that's like a maze, and you can go right or you could go left. And so I was very scared, and I was holding Jake's hand, and I was like, all right, let's go this way. Oh, dead end. Okay, turn around. And then I start hearing the chainsaws. So then we started running, and then I went to go turn a left, and I just saw a pair of legs on the other side of the plastic sheets. It's very Michael Myers, just like somebody just standing there. And my brain went, they're waiting for you to come through, and they got a chainsaw, and they're going to cut off your legs. And I went, nope! And I turned around, and I ran into a wall, and then it was our friend Todd. I didn't realize he went a different direction through the maze.
And the actual chainsaw guy stopped his chainsaw and went, that's a person. I said, you're a person. He said, I'm a maniac.
I didn't hear any of that because I was running as fast as I could.
Yeah, you slammed me into the wall also. barreled both of us straight into a wall.
Because he wasn't moving fast enough. There was urgency. It's life or death.
We talked about this before we went.
It's not life or death.
She was like, are you going to give me up to the chainsaw people again?
No,
and
I said, are you going to protect me?
I was like, I'm going to get you through the haunted house. That's what I'm going to do. I, again, don't know how to transition from here.
Good luck, buddy.
I believe in you.
I have faith in you to not only get Megan through the haunted house, but to get us through this intro.
Thank you.
Yep.
Oh, God, thank you. I couldn't breathe. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the Critshow.
Leave all that silence in.
Where we are playing the Clockwinders. Last time, our heroes concluded their business, for now, in Carcadia Freehold. They got the movement core squared away, reported back to Roland the Magnificent, and discussed what the future of this operation might look like, especially with consideration to what to do with the clock grinders. But ultimately was left to kind of you need to figure out what sort of role they need to play in your negotiations with the rest of the city. So in the moment, they're kind of in holding and in the rear view as our characters got equipped with a little bit more gear and got a ride from the Freehold to Port Valles to continue on their journey. And I think we are just jumping ahead to the end of this jaunt, to making anchor at the docks of Port Valles. It is cold. Your journey along the coast, even just the difference between how far nightside the docks of the Freehold are versus how far nightside the docks of Port Valles is, it's a substantial difference in temperature. The snow started to fall somewhere along your way, and it never let up again. It is just persistent snowfall, freezing temperatures. You guys had to bundle up along this journey. And your boat is in fact breaking a little bit of ice as Captain Finian is pulling it into the docks and getting it moored.
How long did it take us?
The journey is about 36 hours-ish, day and a half, but the whole journey was just becoming more and more night.
Hmm.
So you guys are able to disembark onto the slick docks here, the icy docks. And there is a lot of hustle and bustle here. You know that Port Valles is, it's a port town. It is largely sea-based professions and livings. There are a lot of fishermen here and a lot of cargo shippers here. So there's a lot of activity down here at the docks. Crowds that are fairly easy to get lost in, but nobody seems to be like paying you much mind to the point that it's kind of treacherous just navigating here and trying not to end up in the water. What are you guys doing?
I think as we're pulling in and I'm finally like strolling down onto the docks, I glance around and I have to wonder. I think I know somebody here.
Who is it?
Let's see if I still know somebody here.
Okay. Thank God for you. I was prepared to just give it to you. Didn't think for a second.
Yeah, that's a 5 over the 2 I'm supposed to get. I succeed with style, so I do have a friend here that will do any one thing that is within their power. And her name is Sorsha.
Who is Sorsha?
I think it's unclear to Einon whether there's any ether involved or whether it's just fake, but she's a fortune teller.
All right. Yeah, you know that Sorsha lives somewhere around these parts. Her storefront is substantially further inland, not too close to the docks district here.
Okay. At some point, I'm going to make my way around town, see if an old friend is still about.
Okay. I think first maybe we should find our way to getting a room for the night. I gotta beat on somebody we're supposed to meet, and I think they're likely to be there. And start heading into town and asking people where the tavern with rooms is at, the inn.
Okay, yeah, there is no shortage of dockside inns here. There being so many sailors in and out of town, they need places to stay. So literally within, you could throw a rock and hit one from where you are.
I feel like there's probably one specific one I'm looking for. You know, the people that talked about meeting Captain Carver. I feel like there would have been a place mentioned that I would be likely to find him.
Okay. What's it called?
The Ice Floe.
All right. Is it FLOW or FLOE?
FLOE.
Nice.
Okay, yeah, you guys head up the docks towards dry land and across the thoroughfare that kind of separates the docks themselves from, the buildings and the city. You find the Ice Floe. It is a bustling tavern, bustling inn. There are lots of sailors staggering out, just shit-faced drunk, like 2 of them carrying a hammered buddy in between them, and just as many excitedly making their way inside, ready to just lose all of the money they just got paid for this voyage.
Goodness, it's a lot busier than I thought it would be.
Yeah, it's a very active town.
Head inside and take a look around.
You head in through the wooden door, which almost gets ripped off its hinges by the wind as you open it, and slams closed just as hard behind you.
Oh, sorry.
But it seems like nobody in here even notices because it is so raucous inside. There are just a cacophony of voices, lots of drunken sailors. There is a band in the corner who is playing, and despite that, at least 2 groups who are singing their own songs at their tables almost equally as loud. It is just shoulder to shoulder packed in here, but you are able to work your way through the crowd and towards the bar where there's a pair of kind of harried and overworked barkeeps trying to keep up with everybody's drinks.
I'll probably wait until there's a break between songs. Like when the band that's playing finishes one and there's just a little moment of relative quiet, just one less source of noise in the room before motioning over one of the bartenders.
Yeah, this old human man, gray hair, gray beard, big heavy wool sweater, makes his way over towards you. What'll it be?
Hi, we're actually wondering if we could get a couple of rooms for the night.
Sure, as long as you got money to pay for them.
Of course. Sorry, we're also wondering if you could point us towards a Captain Carver?
Kade. As Maxine says that name, you had not heard that before, but I think it is a name that you recall from your past.
Yeah. Maxine, did you say Captain Carver?
Yeah, Carver.
What?
No, I gotta get out of here.
Oh, just hold on 1 second, Kate. Can we get some iced teas, please, as well?
And I'm like up looking around to see if I see Carver around.
Iced teas.
You start looking around, and it's only a moment before you spot him. In one of the corner booths that's over nearer the stage where the band is playing, you see Captain Carver. He is sitting there with effectively an entourage on either side of him. They've got a table full of food, full of drinks, though most of the plates and glasses are empty. It seems like they've been here a while indulging themselves. And you can see that he is kind of excitedly, almost like furiously telling a story to the rest of the people there. What does Captain Carver look like?
He is an elf. He is missing the top of one of his ears. He has got very long blonde hair and gray eyes, and he is dressed very fashionably.
You can see that he's got his hair braided on the side with the damaged ear, and a big ostentatious gold loop piercing through it, as if he likes to show it off.
I duck and like crab walk. Hey, we gotta go.
I'm just walking next to Kade, looking down. What in the world are you doing?
I gotta get out of here. Carver. Okay, so when you're a thief, there's usually somebody you gotta answer to, and so Carver was the head of my thieves guild, and when I left, I didn't really clear it with anybody because that's not something you get to do.
Oh, shit.
I start crab walking towards the door.
I'll walk over to them. Guys, he's over here. The bartender said he's right there. The elf with the earring.
Yeah, I know.
And I'll start walking over that way.
Okay. Einon, which are you following?
I'm torn between which one of them to grab and dart a direction. I don't know which. And so I think I have a true paralysis moment as I'm just in the middle of the room watching Kade crab walk out and Maxine walk towards this man.
Okay.
We both just vanish into the crowd, and he's alone.
Yeah, Kade, you get to the front door and back outside into the blustering chill.
Smee, Carver is in there. Yeah. Yeah.
Maxine, you make your way through the crowd over towards Carver's table, right as they all kind of erupt in uproarious laughter at something he has said. And he sits back smiling, kind of like self-satisfied, and takes another drink and looks up at you as you approach.
Hello. Sorry to interrupt. I'm Maxine Hollis, and I'll hold out my hand.
He grins and kind of like looks around at the people at the table with him, but he stands up a little so he can lean over the table and shake your hand. Nice to meet you. I'm Carver.
I hear that you're the person to talk to about heading out into the Frost Sea.
He chuckles. Under what circumstances?
Well, you see, my friends and I like gesture to either side of me, assuming that they're right behind me.
He does like an exaggerated pantomime, like lean to the right, lean to the left. I do not see these friends.
Oh, right. Oh, guys?
You just distantly see Einon doing the lost John Travolta in the middle of the
Oh, I'm sorry. They must be picking up our iced teas. Well, you see, we've got a very important mission. It's sensitive. But I asked around in Carcadia, and everyone said that you are the most knowledgeable and absolutely the person to go to if we want to pull this off. I would love to talk to you about it more, just maybe not somewhere with so many people that could listen in.
Give me a rapport roll. I don't think this is contested. He's not really like trying to resist you. So let's say that the target is a 2.
Okay, I've got a +4, so it should be hard to fuck this up.
Can't believe you've said that.
3.
Ooh.
He sizes you up, and he gives a little nod and gestures for everybody on one half of the booth that's got him like boxed in to get out. And they do. They filter out of the booth one by one, and he slides out after them. And he holds out a hand like for you to take, and he says, I have quarters upstairs that I keep. We can talk there.
Oh, yeah, sure.
He starts to lead you by the hand through the crowd towards a staircase leading up to the second level. Einon, you see this. You see him and Maxine start to move.
Yeah, I'll make the decision at that moment and follow.
Okay, yeah, you hustle over. I think you probably catch up to them, like, right as he is reaching the door on the second floor, since you are moving quicker than them but have more ground to cover. He looks back as he hears boots thudding on the wood coming towards him, a little bit like fight or flight mode, and he selects fight, like he's ready to fucking go on whoever's running up on him.
Oh, Einon, there you are. This is my friend Einon. Einon, meet Captain Carver.
A pleasure. And I offer a hand to shake.
Yeah, he holds out a hand and shakes. He unlocks the door and opens it and gestures for the two of you to head on in. Please.
I will.
Yeah, you step into his quarters here. It looks like this was 2 rooms at one point that had like the dividing wall knocked out and have been combined into one room. It is relatively large for what you're used to seeing as the room of an inn. And it is clearly like it's his. Like nobody else gets this. This waits for him. You can see that there is a large double bed against one wall. There is a tub that is full of hot bubbling water somehow in here. And he's got like a wardrobe that's open that you can see is full of fine clothes, like elegant clothes, but also like outfits. Like you can see that he's got like outfits for certain occasions or vibes that are kind of set aside in his wardrobe. And there is a table and chairs that he just walks over to, sits down at. He grabs a bottle of something brown off of a shelf and 3 glasses and pours and gestures for you two to sit with him.
Yeah, I'll sit. Sorry, we have one more to our party, but... And I look at Einon. I thought he was getting drinks.
No, he's not.
Oh, okay. Well, what a lovely room you have here, Captain.
This is lovely. It seems like you're quite, business savvy.
He kind of like raises his glass and nods and like thanks and acknowledgement.
Well, to get right to it, we are clockwinders.
Yes, I gathered as much from your emblems.
Oh, right. Well, we've been touring around the belt, fixing movement cores, and, well, to be honest with you, we're about to try something that nobody's ever done before. We believe that there may be a movement core outside of the belt, in the Frost Sea, and we need to secure passage to bind it and return safely.
He looks the two of you over as he takes kind of a slow sip of his drink. A movement core in the Frost Sea.
That's right.
What makes you think this is true?
We spoke with someone about it. We've learned a bit more of the layout of our world.
Also, in our repair of the movement cores that we do know exist, our friend, he was able to take a look at how they work and determine that there were probably more of them outside of the belt, both in the Frost Sea and in the Burnt Lands.
And why would I be in the business of helping you fix them?
Well, according to your reputation, you're somebody who does things that most people wouldn't even dream of trying. I mean, going as far out into the Frost Sea as you do, bringing back souvenirs from some of the creatures that exist out there. I mean, it's rare enough that people talk about it like you're some kind of legend. And I don't know, I guess I just assumed that that was the way you wanted it. Helping us with this mission would cement your name in history as the only captain who ever has. At the very least, the first. That's something that nobody could ever top.
I think I'm going to need you to give me another rapport roll, and I think this one is contested.
Okay.
Because he is trying to determine, like, whether you're blowing smoke up his ass, whether you have ulterior motives, like...
Can this be is this eligible for a group situation, or since it's contested, is that not?
No, it can still be a group action.
Okay, cool.
Who's got higher rapport?
I've got 4.
Yep, that beats me.
Okay. So, roll rapport, add the 1 from Einon's assistance.
6.
All right, he got a 4 to defend with empathy. So, you win. You can see him trying to, like, size you up and determine your motives, and he smiles, takes another big drink from his glass. It does sound like a big boon to my reputation, and I am a sucker for an adventure, but reputation is not enough. I will need to be paid for this voyage.
Oh, of course.
Are you looking for something as simple as currency, or are you open to negotiation on different counts?
He kind of, like, raises an eyebrow. I'm open to negotiation. What do you have in mind?
I think I lean over to Maxine first and just whisper to her, what do we think about a similar deal with a tap on the one that we find here?
We don't really know what shape this movement core is going to be in. It may not even be possible to tap it.
Would you be all right with me offering that as a possibility and simply paying if it isn't?
I suppose.
I lean back from whispering and kind of open this up a little more.
He is like sitting there, like leaned back in his chair with one hand under his chin. And he just goes, "You know, it is very rude to whisper."
Yes, I just don't want to speak out of turn.
We don't want to make promises that we don't know we can keep. Our word is very important to us.
Are you one for ether use yourself, by chance?
He kind of shrugs here and there.
You know who we are, what our organization does. What if I told you that there is potential for adding something of a tap to an ether core, a place where ether, obviously, will flow freely for those that know where it is and how to use it?
I've heard of similar arrangements in Carcadia, where you've come from.
We were able to refine it there, so that not only could they make use of it as they had before, but it also powered the core appropriately. We're looking to do something similarly to this undiscovered core in the sea.
Wow. You hope to go find a lost movement core and repair it back to function and splice a tap onto it so that we can still pull the ether, huh?
Yes, something that is undiscovered and unknown, maybe with the exception of a certain captain that could make use of it at his leisure.
This sounds like the sort of thing that would be nearly impossible. And forgive me, but he kind of like looks both of you up and down. Neither of you looks the part.
Excuse me? How dare you?
Out of fairness, his assessment is fairly accurate insofar as actually building it.
Kade, outside, I think like a few moments after you head out there, you see the light come on up in his chambers. You see light streaming out of his window, and I think you can faintly hear voices. It sounds kind of like him and your compatriots having a conversation. And I imagine that you are familiar with his quarters, right? Like you know. Okay. So yeah, you can just kind of hear them talking up there.
I'm gonna get Smee to walk over, and I'm gonna stand on top of him, but like try to look casual as I'm standing on top of a robot to see if I can get a better ear on it.
His quarters are off. Like the window looks out one of the alleys and the back of the building, so you are a little bit tucked away. Not completely away from prying eyes, but not just on the main street here. As you hop astride Smee, and he puts all of his feeties as close together as possible so he can get you nice and tall.
He puts me up by the wrong window the first time, and I don't realize it. So like I peek up and look in the window, and I'm startled to see the ads.
All right, so Smee moves you over one window, and now you can see inside the room where your partners are sitting at a table sharing drinks with Carver.
I think I accidentally make eye contact with Einon.
And I just turn back to Carver. So the person that has the expertise on this fix for the core is someone that used to work for you?
What are you talking about?
You just like see the smile growing on his face. Yeah, keep going. Yeah, tell me about it, stud.
And we'd also like to preface by saying I only learned this about 7 minutes ago, and I do believe Maxine here is learning about it presently.
Give me the name.
Arkady Atwater.
He slaps his hand down on the table in like excitement, still smiling, and he points at you. I thought this had him written all over it. Where is he?
Wait, what? You know Kade?
Is this excitement in a, like, I'm going to roast him over a fire excitement, or like a, ooh, long-lost friend, yay, sort of excitement?
You see him kind of like, weigh that. Somewhere in between. Arkady Atwater was a unique mind, uniquely gifted at what he was capable of. So if nothing else, it would be nice to pick that brain again. But he also still owes me a favor.
Oh, well, marvelous. I'm sure he would be amenable to discussing that.
He chuckles, I take it by his absence that he was not as excited to see me as I am to see him.
My guess was an apprehension at your reaction.
Do you know where he's gone?
No. And I'm like trying so hard to keep my eyes locked on his and not glance towards the window.
Well, if you can track him down, I think we can discuss an exchange of services. He still owes me a favor, and what you are asking is substantial. I imagine we might be able to balance the scales in some way. You help me, I help you.
Well, that sounds lovely.
There's a knock at the window.
Oh my goodness, there he is.
Kade! I'll run over to the window and open it.
Yeah, you open the window and the temperature in this room drops like 15 degrees instantaneously as Kade climbs in.
I shut it behind me. Hey, Carver, I wasn't sure if this was still your room.
He looks at you and he is still smiling, but it is different. It is predatory, almost.
I hadn't made it back to this part of the world in a while.
Clearly.
And I got put to work, as you can see, and as has been explained to you. I'm sorry. I should have sent a letter or something, but I kind of thought that this was all behind me when I realized that I had this knack and the clockwinders found me, and I don't think I expected to be in the city, and then when we got to the city, I didn't really think about it, and then Maxine said your name, and it all came flooding back.
Personally, Kade, darling, I'm a little disappointed that you hadn't confided any of this in us before, but I'm incredibly proud of you for not being a snitch.
What?
Well, just about whatever this arrangement was, you didn't speak on it at all. Well done.
Oh, thanks.
Yeah, great job.
Carver stands. He sets his glass down on the table and covers the distance between the two of you in a few good strides and kind of stops in front of you, looking down at you.
So you still like to drink the brown?
He puts his hands on your shoulders, and the smile kind of shifts and breaks a little bit, and he starts laughing. And he says, Kade, it is good to see you again, my friend.
Oh, yeah, you too. I was so scared, just because, you know, I remember what happened to Ronaldo when he left.
Yes, and if Ronaldo had your value, he might have made out better, the way that you are, but not necessarily the way you will stay, unless we talk business.
Something to pay my way out.
He pats your shoulders and he turns and walks back over, grabs another glass, pours it, slides it to one of the empty chairs, and gestures for you to join.
Oh, thanks. I love the brown.
He sits down, and he's kind of smirking as he looks over the three of you. But he looks at you, Kade. He says, do you remember Lazaroff?
Yeah, I think so.
And he looks to the other two of you to explain. Lazaroff is one of my, let's call him a rival. He and I are often competing for procurement or delivery of the most exclusive goods. Recently, he knocked over one of my warehouses and took something from me, something that he plans to present as his own to one of the matriarchs of Port Valles. I want it back. If you can reacquire my goods, bring them back to me, and make Lazaroff look like a fool in the process, I will consider your debt paid, and I will help you all on your voyage.
Oh, marvelous. Crime? Oh, I wish I had my rhinoceros.
What was it?
A sizable chunk of glacier ice that seemed to have veins of ether trapped within.
Well, that's bizarre, isn't it?
That is what I thought. That is why I took it.
A piece worth having.
Sizable, like, and I just hold my hands out and I keep going until he says stop.
Your arms get as wide as they can, and he says, yeah, somewhere in there.
Ah, jeez.
Oh, that will be heavy.
And all in one piece?
Yes, we broke it away in one clean chunk. Well, not clean, jagged, but yes.
But I mean, that's how you'd like it returned.
He kind of chuckles. Are you suggesting that you want to break it up and bring it back in pieces?
Yeah, maybe.
No, I would not prefer that.
Yeah, okay.
I don't know what will happen when the veins of ether inside are broken.
Oh, yeah, fair. Okay, so we need something big enough to either get this onto and move it, or enough people to carry it. We got to figure out where he's hiding it, and then to make him look like a fool, we got to figure out what we want to replace it with.
I can answer one of those for you. I know where it's going to be. As I said, he's presenting it to one of the matriarchs, Ilyana. Lazaroff is a smarmy bastard. Fancies himself higher class than he is. He's having a gala to reveal it.
I've got an idea of what to replace it with. Oh, you have such a wonderful mind for heists and burglary, Kade. It's no wonder that you're good at this.
Thanks. What do you have in mind to replace it with?
I look over at Carver. Do you know any artistes in town? Maybe someone that does ice sculptures?
He grins. I'm sure I could drum someone up.
I would love that, and a description of this person that we'd like to, belittle.
He holds up his glass like to toast you. I love where your head's at. I feel that I'm on the same page, and I am a big fan.
Oh, marvelous. Crime.
I don't get it.
Which part?
The plan.
Well, I don't understand the minutiae of it quite yet myself, but certainly whenever there's going to be an unveiling of this piece, instead of what he's hoping to unveil, there will be just a horrible caricature, probably with its pants down and embarrassing.
I was going to say with its pants down.
Yes, pants down, embarrassing sort of sizes of things.
Okay, when is this gala?
He pulls out a pocket watch and looks at it.
Oh, no.
Fuck. I need the fastest ice sculptor you know.
One of those ones that works with a chainsaw.
Yes.
Instead of getting in the name of one, he should have just said, this is what your friend in town does.
Ah, if only I'd have waited.
Spin it too early.
I did.
No, you said she's a psychic, so she'll already know what you need and have it ready.
I'm here for the ice sculpture.
He looks at his pocket watch. About 2.5 hours.
I am so excited right now.
Do you mind if we use this as our planning location?
I insist.
Okay, I'll be right back. I think we got to get some intel on the building and like the workers and stuff so that we know what we can try to swap out.
All right.
I'm going to get our iced teas because nobody brought them up, so I assume they're just sitting on the bar still. I'll be back. And I'll just shake my head and walk out.
Kade, I'll assist you. I'll get eyes and see what we can put together from this.
So Maxine heads back down to the bar where there are 3 capital T's carved out of ice.
Perfect.
Oh, the bartender's an ice sculptor. That's perfect.
Right under our noses.
As they leave, I think I'm take the drinks back up to Carver's room, and then I just look at him and say, okay, how would one get an invitation to this gala?
So, Einon and Kade, you two heading directly for where the gala is going to be?
Yeah.
All right. It is being hosted at Lazaroff's estate. It is not far away, actually. It is just a little bit more inland, kind of on the outskirts of the city. It's interesting, though, because it sits atop an ice shelf, part of which had collapsed at some point long ago. And his estate, his house, just kind of sits like right on the edge of this ice shelf that is kind of overlooking the sea and the rest of the city. It's like a nice Malibu-type view from up there. What do you want your approach to be here to check this place out?
I'm going to try to blend us in with the crowd of people kind of swapping out the things that we're wearing, grabbing stuff off of clotheslines and stuff like that. You know, the clotheslines that people put their wet clothes out in the freezing cold.
You grab some just frozen solid sheets. Okay. Why don't you roll to overcome with stealth?
I imagine yours is higher, but if we're working together on this, I could probably give you a +1.
Okay.
There are a lot of people, but nobody is paying a lot of attention. Nobody wants to be outside for any longer than they have to. So I don't think this is super hard. I think you're trying to beat a 2.
Okay. With your +1, a 3.
Nice.
Okay. That is a success. You snatch yourself some disguises and accoutrements off of the clotheslines.
See, how it works is you put the wet clothes on the line, they freeze, you bring them inside, take a hammer, and just smash the water off. Dry clothes. It's perfect.
That's some Looney Tunes shit.
And I will use my stunt hush just to stealth us both.
Okay. So there is a road that leads up to his grounds, kind of up and around the ice shelf. There's nothing else up there. Are you guys just like following the road, walking up on foot, trying to get to the grounds, or what do you want to do?
Yeah, I think I'm getting us as close as we can safely get without drawing attention and then letting Einon do his thing.
Okay. Yeah, even from a distance, you can see that the grounds are gated. There is a wall built around them. His home is big, like 3 times the size of any other residence you've seen in this city so far. Whereas Carver seems to like actually take to the water and kind of get his hands dirty. It seems like Lazaroff is sort of like a post up in his castle and call shots and, benefit from other people's hard work type of guy. You can see that there is one main gate that leads in just down the main drive. There is a guard posted on that gate. And kind of oddly, there is a lot of glass in the construction of his house. Most of the places around here are wood and stone and like heavily insulated against the cold. There's a lot of like big windows, like even floor to ceiling windows on his place. That seems really out of place for like the climate here. So, Einon, what are you doing? What are you looking for?
I'm kind of looking for a couple of things. I'm looking for any activity that like shows to me like this is where they're kind of setting up for displays and things. I'm like trying to find any spot that's big enough that might be holding this item. And I also would love to get close enough to see if I can notice any paintings of the man inside.
All right. Think this is going to be an investigate. Do you have anything to help you see at distance?
I don't believe so.
I feel like this is going to be a little challenging then if you guys are trying to hang back far enough to be safe from view. Let's call this a 4.
Ooh, okay. That is a 2.
You got anything you want to spend to bump it up?
I should. I mean, this is a different kind of hunting, but it is sure hunting. I'm trying to find these points of entry and points of movement, so I will use one from Experienced Hunter.
Okay, that'll get you to a tie.
How about I notice what's out of place?
Oh, hell yeah.
So I'm like being a spotter.
Okay, that'll get you to a success. While you are watching, I think first things first, you see paintings of this guy. Multiples, in fact. He's got himself on the walls throughout this place. You can see it through the windows. So you get a good look at him. He's got long black hair that he wears in a ponytail. He's got sort of like a sharp goatee to go with it. And generally he has like kind of square, like, I don't want to say sharp features, blunt features. How about that? He's a blunt-featured man.
Okay.
But in all of these images, he is dressed in various finery. Second, you can see an area where it looks like they're setting up for like an event. There are little like cocktail tables with tablecloths over them spread throughout this just kind of wide open room. And one wall of that room is convex. Like it kind of curves out into that area. While you are observing, you see at some point that whole convex wall rotates a little bit, enough that you see Lazaroff step out from behind it into this event space to kind of give some orders and talk to like the staff that are setting things up before he steps back through and the whole thing rotates again to close behind him. It seems like there is a chamber beyond that curved wall where he's probably keeping this thing.
Okay. If we were to like kind of keep circling the complex to try to get a different angle on this, would I get an idea at all that there's like a back entrance, or just using that shifting wall is the only way into that? Like, is it just like an inner corner?
It's kind of towards the middle of the house overall. You don't see another way into the grounds anyway, like past the wall. You see other ways into and out of the house onto the grounds within the walls, but none of them seem like something that would lead directly to that circular chamber in the middle.
Sure. Well, this is going to be interesting.
What do you see?
Assuming that the prize is behind this shifting concave wall, we're going to have to find a way to get into it more or less in plain view. I can't tell from here if there's a back entrance, but if the thing is there, we're going to have to get out, all with our new item to replace.
Okay.
I wish I had a rhino right now.
Whistle real hard and loud.
Oh, yes.
Do you notice anything like, I don't know, the people who are setting up like in specific uniforms or anything?
Yeah, I think you can see that the staff of this event seem to have a uniform.
Yes, seems that way. We could procure some.
Okay.
I am uncertain of your thoughts on this, aside from I get the bad feeling I will need to be one that goes in. If this is a very heavy piece of ice, I'll likely need to be there to be able to shift it onto whatever sled or cart that we're using, though I suppose Smee could do it, but it'll be quite a bit more obvious.
Yeah. Like, surely he's got something if he's presenting it as an offering, so there may be something to take it on. We just have to get a look at it, and like it could be sitting on something.
Yes, exactly. If they've got it on something that moves already, fantastic. Whatever we're moving our sculpture with, we'll just set there instead. It doesn't need to look nice, but we just don't know what we don't know.
Yeah. I feel like we need to try to get inside and see what it's on, if it's on something.
Oh, marvelous.
I'm going to try something, okay?
I love it when you say things like that.
I'm going to put my hands on Einon's clothing and see if I can make it look like the clothing of the people who are working here.
Amazing.
Okay. I like the precedent for this because you just watched Roland conjure an illusion.
Yeah.
But this is still unlike anything you have done before.
Yeah.
So this is going to be an overcome with lore, trying to beat a 4.
6.
All right.
All right.
The shimmer of ether washes over Einon's clothes, and they shift, and suddenly he is wearing the uniform of the ground staff.
Whew, okay. In you go.
Truly amazing. I
don't know.
Goodness.
Just go.
All right. Oh, I hope no one speaks to me, and I'll make my way up and in.
And that is where we will leave it off for this episode. Thank you, everybody, for joining us for another episode of The Crit Show. If you're interested in more information about the Clockwinders or Fate as a system, you can find that information in the episode description. You should also check out our Patreon at patreon.com/The Crit Show. Tiers start as low as $1 for access to the most welcoming, sorry, I missed an important word, aggressively welcoming Discord on the internet. And tune in next time for more of our signature Clockwinder shenanigans. Everybody say bye.
Goodbye.
Bye.
Bye.
The Crit Show is a Critshow Studios production, edited and produced by Brandon Wentz, with music by Jake Purley. You can find more information about us at thecritshowpodcast.com. To keep up to date with upcoming live shows, contests, and other special events, follow us at The Crit Show on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. For even more weekly content, join us at patreon.com/thecritShow.